Well, I'd like to say it's my natural charm and humor, delightful accent.
These are
Uh,
clients, not your Tinder profile. Hey everyone, Grant here from Dominion Lending Center's TLC Mortgage Group, and today I'm talking with Griff Jones from Keller Williams Edge Realty in Burlington. We're going to discuss near-death experiences, the color pink, and if you're going to have your house for sale, you might want to take this item off your wall. Griff, thank you very much for joining me. We're gonna have some fun. How you doing?
I'm great, man. Really well. Thank you for inviting me.
Oh, no worries, buddy. I thought you'd be a good fit for the camera. You are wearing pants today, right?
Fortunately for you, if I do stand up, yes, pants are on.
All right, perfect. So just a couple quick questions, some business related, some not so business related. So you ready?
Absolutely.
All right, let's do this. So what did you do before becoming a realtor?
Oh man, what didn't I do? I was a bit of a nomad and wanderer. I was in construction for 8 years. I lived in Whistler as a snow bum, full blown snow bum for 3 years. I lived in Pennsylvania for 2 years as an assistant director at a summer camp. I worked seasonally at summer camp for 6 years prior to that. And then before that, I was living in England at university. So I've been all over the place doing all sorts of things.
You are well versed in travel. Jeez, I'm a little bit jealous actually. That'd be fun. So, kind of all over the place. What made you want to become a realtor?
8 years of construction. Um, I was a little frustrated is the most polite way of putting it, with having to work on a dangerous location for not a lot of money, to be just scraping by and not be in charge of what I was doing and where I was able to go. And
Okay.
not very little satisfaction in that. You drive for 2 hours to get to the job site just to be yelled at to say, and somebody say you're doing it wrong, or it's, you shouldn't even be here. And then the boss says, well, this is what it says. And yeah, it was not a good time for me.
Yeah, I did my millwright apprenticeship out of high school, and I worked for the same company that my dad worked for, and ultimately I got the shit end of the stick 9 times out of 10. And industry and construction, very much when you're the low man on the totem pole, you are the low man on the totem pole. So
I gave as
I get
good
it.
as I got. When the site super yelled at me, I just I wasn't gonna take it.
So I gotta ask. I just finished watching Horrible Bosses the other day. I've seen it before, but it's a funny movie. Do you ever get Griff Jones?
I've never had that.
No? Okay, well, you're gonna get it from now on when I see you for
Well,
beer.
indirectly, but I've never had the quote from the movie. No.
All right, you have seen the movie, right?
Yeah,
Okay, all
I
right,
think
fair
so.
enough. What artist or band are you listening to right now?
Right now, it tends to be, excuse me, it tends to be a lot of everything. But my go-to, it's the staple of Coldplay and Mumford and Sons
Okay, all right. One kind of
and Frightened Rabbit.
that one I've never heard of, but I
Oh,
will
they're
look it up
Scottish band. They'll change your life.
if you say so. What is the best flavor of chips?
Let's go with plain.
Really?
Just salted.
Any kind of dip? French onion dip or just plain
Yeah,
chip?
let's do the hell of a good French onion. That's a good one.
That's the one that's in my fridge right now. It's delicious.
Yeah.
Fortino's, hell of a
Although
good dip.
my favorite chips don't go well in dip. Munchos, they fall apart too easily.
Oh, man, I haven't had Munchos in years.
They're good.
They are good.
Crush those things, man.
So what is the strangest thing you've personally seen at a listing?
Actually, this was not too long ago. This was one of the very last in-person showings I did prior to shutting down. and it was the periodic table of sexual positions.
That is awesome.
I mean, I didn't take a picture for reference later on.
Now, were there many? Was it the whole periodic table again?
Oh, dude, the thing
Somewhat
was huge.
PG. Yeah, it was huge. Okay.
It was huge. Like it was full. Like it took up half of a wall in the downstairs bathroom.
Part of me is wanting to continue this conversation, but we might have to take that one offline because I don't know if we can do that on video, but that sounds amazing.
My client enjoyed it too.
That's hilarious. Now, keep in mind, your audience, this is a tough question. Football or football?
Football. Football,
Good
not
answer.
throw ball.
Good answer. What's one thing that most people don't know about you?
My favorite color is pink.
Okay.
I nearly died in a snowboard accident. That's two things.
Care to elaborate on the second one? How did you almost die in a snowboard accident?
Well, rather stupidly, actually, is how I almost died. Very long story short, when I was living in Whistler, it was my first year there out of 3 years, and I had tickets to go see the Leafs play the Canucks that night. I don't even care for hockey, but here we are. Got to the top of Blackcomb Mountain, and I was just going to put in a few easy turns that day and then go to the game later that afternoon. And there was a blizzard going on, and I had no idea where I was going. So I followed a couple people down the mountain who I didn't know, and they went off-piste. I followed them, came out of the blizzard, and it was beautiful powder day. Like, it was knee-deep powder. I was happy about it. And they went off, did their own thing, and I was like, all right, cool, I'm fine from here. Long story short, I saw a giant boulder ahead of me. I thought, I don't want to hit that. There's no need for that. It would probably hurt a little bit. And it turned to go away from it and ended up catching my edge. And instead of falling over, because I was at that point where my brain just stopped that from happening straight away, I ended up riding goofy in the powder. Goofy, for people who don't know, is right foot forward instead of left foot forward. And that's backwards.
Yeah.
So backwards for me, and my brain just couldn't figure out how to turn in powder riding goofy because I'd never done it before, and slammed straight into the thing, broke 4 ribs, broke my thumb, knocked unconscious, bleeding head, and then a little bit of internal bleeding.
Jeez.
Which I found out once we got down to the hospital, and that was a 45 minutes ride on the stretcher on the back of the sled. Yeah, so it was fun.
So
don't recommend it.
Okay, so apart from almost dying, what other hobbies outside of real estate do you have?
Well, snowboarding, obviously. I do bowl. I'm in a bowling league through the fall and winter, and then when that ends, conveniently, the softball league starts up as well.
Yep.
I golf badly.
Don't we all?
I'm a keen proponent of drive for show and putt for dough, but my putting game is horrendous. What else? I like to ride my my bike. That's a bicycle, not a motorcycle. I dabble in some PlayStation games as well.
Okay.
I like to keep active.
Sounds like it.
Yeah.
Golf, a little bit safer than snowboarding for you.
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Well, it's okay to be bad at golf. I mean, you're getting more for your money, right? You're out there for a longer time. Who wants to play par? I'd rather get as many strokes in as I can. Get my money's worth.
You're supposed to hit as many touchdowns as you can, right?
Something like that. Yeah. Have you seen Robin Williams' skit on golf?
Yeah, I think so. Doesn't he reference Winston Churchill saying it's the way the Scots ruined a perfectly decent war?
I believe that was him. Yeah, it's a fantastic skit. Anyone who hasn't watched it, you should go on YouTube and check it out because it's pretty funny. But last question for you: why do clients enjoy working with you?
Well, I'd like to say it's my natural charm and humor, delightful accent.
These are clients, not your Tinder profile.
But I'd say because I'm honest, I tell them what they need to hear as opposed to what they want to hear.
Yep.
But I do it in a manner that isn't abrasive. I'm easy to work with. I like working with people and helping them out, and I think that comes across any time that they are working with me, because I do enjoy people.
So it's more of a consultative approach to real estate as opposed to, hey, you should buy this house because I want you to buy this house.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, nobody wants to be pressured into anything, and it doesn't benefit me to pressure somebody to purchase a house that they don't necessarily want, or it's not necessarily the right time for them to do so. I mean, I've spoken with a couple of people just recently, and they said, I'd like to sell my house, and I said, well, do you need to sell it, or would you like to sell it? And the conversation moves from there, because if they need to sell it, then okay, we work on strategies to sell it. But if you want to sell it, is now the right time to sell it for you, regardless of COVID? Is now the right time, or is 6 months from now the right time? So it's all part of actually looking into clients or potential clients' needs themselves, and working with their timelines and what they need.
So you're genuinely looking out for a client's best interest, regardless of that impacting your ability to collect a paycheck today.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I think that's awesome.
That's my job, is to look out for their best interests, and looking out for their best interests starts before we even sign any paperwork.
That's awesome. I'm actually, these interviews were meant just to be fun and something a little bit different, but I'm actually learning a lot that I already had a good idea of, but I'm learning a lot about my realtor partners, and really just why we mesh so well, because there's my entire contact base for realtors, which is very small. I generally don't like to have a lot of realtor partners. I prefer smaller, stronger connections. But we very, very similar business ethics, and I personally, I like to hear it.
And that's why I like to have you as one of my preferred vendors, because what I like to see in myself is reflected in what I see in you, right? And you're looking out for clients' best interests from the get-go as well.
We do our best.
When I call you with random questions about can a client do this, what would work best for that, you're always answering the question straight away, and that's why it's one of the reasons why I like to have you as somebody who is high on my contact list.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Griff, that honestly, man, that's about it for today. Just wanted to have a little bit of fun, learn a little bit more about you, and if anyone has any questions, obviously they can reach out to myself. They can reach out to you. I'll have your contact information tagged along with this post. And thank you very much for joining, man. I appreciate it.
Hey, man, it's my pleasure. It's good to see you. I haven't seen you in too long now.
Yeah, I don't even know how long it's going on now, but it has been a while. The Zoom beer calls, while they are fun, they are not nearly the same as sitting outside or even inside having a pint. So soon, or even yeah, fingers crossed. Let's hope. All right, buddy, I'm gonna let you go, but I will talk to you soon. Stay safe, okay?
Thanks, man. You too.
Okay, see ya.
Bye.
All right, everyone, so that's it for this video. Griff's contact information will be down below. And again, Griff, thank you very much for coming on and having some fun with me today. I don't know about the rest of you, but I gotta go. I gotta try and find this poster online, and we'll see you in the next one.